What's going on? My name is Meraki, and on this channel I help you find your potential. In this video, I want to talk to you about the fact that your partner, whoever that may be, and you are not going to be together forever. That may be hard to hear, but let me explain it to you in the way that I'm actually meaning this. In a relationship, you want to grow together. That is the ideal goal. But what happens almost always is that one individual outgrows the other individual. And you end up splitting. You end up separating, breaking up, whatever the case may be. If you guys are life partners, if you're going to be together forever, there are going to be multiple stages of growth. You have two options. You're either going to grow together or you're going to grow apart. There is no other option. That's it. And so when I say that you and your life partner will not be together forever, what I'm really saying is that you're always trying to evolve into a better version of who you currently are. You have to become the character that is capable of living that reality. So what I'm saying is that when you first meet someone, it's amazing usually. You got your dopamine and your oxytocin, right, and your vasopressin and all these norepinephrine and all these different testosterone, all these things going crazy. These chemicals in your brain, and it's making you fall in love. But over time, things kind of change. Maybe you recognize that that maybe you don't share some of the same values anymore, or maybe you don't share some of the same intimate moments, or whatever the case may be. You have to understand that both of you should be dying several times within this relationship, meaning that if you guys are exactly the same from when you first met, you have not grown. You have not evolved. So you and your partner will not be together forever, because there will always be new versions of you. And so the old versions will die and new versions will emerge. But as long as those new versions are growing into your highest potential, you will survive. And so realistically, yes, there is a life partner and you can be with someone forever, but you will never be with the same version of that person. And that's where things get tricky, and that's why so many relationships fail. You see, as you raise your vibrational frequency, as you try to grow into your highest potential, whatever's not able to maintain that vibrational frequency with you, it's gonna fall off. It has to fall off. It cannot exist in your reality. If you're vibrating at a 500 and this person's vibrating at a 400, you won't be able to perceive of each other. And even if you do, there won't be a connection. And it'll be resistance and failure after failure, and the universe is trying to get rid of it. And eventually, if you don't follow that, the universe will remove it. It's gonna be very painful oftentimes, because you hadn't figured it out when the universe was knocking, saying, hey, this thing doesn't work for you. That's exactly how relationships work. And so if you want to be in a relationship and you want to be together forever, you must grow together in everything. It's a journey. It's a journey of life and death, and life and death. And as long as both of you can let old characters go and become new versions that equate to both of you trying to reach your highest potential, you will have an everlasting, beautiful, serene, blissful, fulfilling relationship. So I hope that you got something out of this video. I hope that you really understand why it is so important who you partner with, and why, if something is trying to leave your life, let it go. I promise you that it is because you are growing. Or, I guess in retrospect, you're not growing, and the other thing is actually outgrowing you. But that's up for you to decide. You know, how honest can you be with yourself? And that's another indication of, do you unconditionally love your partner? Look, if you're with someone and they are thriving and outgrowing, and you're jealous and angry and trying to hold them back, you don't love them unconditionally. You love them under conditions. And shame on you for that. You need to let them go. That's love. Saying, you know what? I can't grow right now. I'm struggling. But I see you growing. And man, I love you so much. I want that for you. And so if you're meant to be, truly, you will both eventually reach the pinnacle of that vibrational frequency again, and you'll collide. But maybe not. And that just means it wasn't meant to be. Letting go is your power. That is the ultimate power. So like I said, you will never be with your partner forever, because you both should be dying and you both should be being reborn, right? Like metamorphosis. That is the consistent life. The old you goes, new emerges. And as long as both of you are doing that and supporting each other through that, you will grow together. Because again, you only have two options. You will either grow together or grow apart. There is nothing else. And if you truly love someone, you will let them go. If it means that they get to grow into their highest potential, and maybe even that lesson of letting them go will allow you to grow into your highest potential. So as always, I appreciate you being here. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to talk about or address. As far as this shifting consciousness, if any of my information and videos resonate with you, it is because you are on the leading edge of the expansion, of the evolution of consciousness. And I believe that you are an individual who is waking up to the truth of the fact that you are a spiritual being having a temporary human existence. And as always, peace, love, and namaste.